Alright, here we have a little Windmere 4-inch personal fan from the late 90s. I've had this one for quite a while. I actually got it from one of my old school teachers. When they were retiring, they were packing up all their stuff. And years prior, I would always bug her about this little fan. I would be like, hey, if you ever want to get rid of it, I kind of want that. And eventually, when she retired, she was like, hey, remember that little fan? Yeah, just take it. So here it is. Yeah, it was a pretty nice find. I mean, I guess you'd call it a find. I don't know. It was kind of cool that, the teacher gave me a fan. It was actually the second teacher to give me a fan in that school. A lot of people knew I collected them. So every once in a while, teachers would give me fans. I actually had a deal worked out with the maintenance department where I'd bring them new fans for the old beat up box fans they had. And yeah, that's kind of how I started most of my collection when I was in middle school and high school. As you can see, it's a Windmere. It has white blades. It's blue, which is part of the reason I wanted it. It's a 2-speed. Has a C-frame motor. It's kind of dirty because it's been in storage. And it has a date code of November 97. It's a model DF-4 made in China. But this was still when Chinese stuff was actually decent. Electric fan, 120 volts, 60 hertz, 0.25 amps. It's a neat little fan. And I figured I'd do a update video on it. Test it on the kilowatt meter here and see what it does. So here's high. Now, when it comes to power, I mean, it's not blowing a lot of air, but it's blowing enough to keep your, keep air on you when you're sitting in your cubicle or desk or whatever. It's definitely good for something like that. On high, we're drawing 0.28 amps and 20.7 watts. It's kind of a lot, but whatever, for what it is. Go to low. These are pretty neat little fans. I've always had a soft spot for them. I remember seeing these show up at the Goodwill a lot. I used to not, well, I almost picked one up when I was younger, and it was just like this one. And for some reason, I didn't get it, and I regretted it for years. So when I seen this one at my teacher's desk, I kept asking her about it, and eventually she gave it to me. Which is pretty cool. I thought anyway. It's drawing 14.1 watts and 0.18 amps. It's a neat little fan. Now, Galaxy made something very similar to this, but it was a little bit, I want to say the Windmere came after the Galaxy, because the Windmere obviously knocked off the whole design of the Galaxy. Let's just see if this has dropped any. Not really. But anyway, as I was saying, the Windmere pretty much copied the Galaxy version of this, which I have one of those. But from what I understand is the Galaxy was the original version, And then when they phased that out, whenever that was, probably late 80s, these came out. So the Windmere was basically the knockoff version of the original Galaxy fan, from what I understand. But anyway, there's the little blue Windmere fan. I hope you enjoyed, and thanks for watching.